Greetings, 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 straight across the earth. Greetings, straight across the earth. Yeah, man, we kind of step out at this specific hour. Yeah, man. What's a Spanish, the Spanish mean? This is when we are talk about the journal of the first voyage of Columbus. And we are choose to share this information only because, we always make an effort to bring honorable clarification to the information we present. And this is, again, directly from the horse's mouth. So I won't let the computer read, I'll just make an effort myself. Now, what says this is the first voyage and routes and direction taken by the Admiral Don Cristobal Colon when he discovered the Indies, summarized except the prologue made for the sovereigns, which is given word for word and comments in this manner. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, because, O Christian, and very high, very excellent, and pursuant princes, king and queen of Spain, and of the islands of the sea, our Lord in this present year of 1492, after your Highness had given end to the war with the Moors who reigned in Europe and had finished it in the very great city of Granada, where in this present year, on the second day of the month of January, by force of arms, I saw the royal banner of your Highness placed on the tower of Alhambra. So them place them foreign banner on the tower of where the Moors have their headquarters, Alhambra, which is the fortress of that city. And I saw the Moorish King, my people, came forth from the gates of the city. This is a Moorish king, which is probably a black king, but him is probably black Arab, I'm a Moor. So themselves a Moorish king came forth from the gates of the city and kissed the royal the royal hands of your Highnesses and of the prince, my lord. And presently in that same month, acting on the information that I had given to your Highnesses touching the lands of India and respecting a prince who is called Gran Can, or the Great Khan, which means in our language, King of Kings. Are you people hearing this? This is from the journal of Cristobal Colon of the Night of Columbus. Again, he is concerned to come into the land of India and respecting a prince of India who is called Gran Can, and I added the Great Khan, which means in our language, I should sometimes when I go on with myself, I don't want to take anything away from whoever the authors are, but I like clarity. So Christopher Columbus serenade the king and queen and princes of Spain. And I said, boy, in giving your highness, acting on the information that I have given to your highnesses touching the land of India. So America probably did call India at one point, or them just put that word in there and put it that way. We can look on the map and see where him a leave from. And if him leave and come south, him couldn't have no intention going east. You understand? Yeah, a straight west him say him want go. Anyway, and respecting a prince who is called the Great Khan. Them a talk about Prester John. Yeah, man. And Prester John are the patriarch of the Indians, but you're not going to get them information around here. Only because, the people who colonize the area restrict the information in this area. And this Great Khan in their language means King of Kings. So when they say Great Khan, it means King of Kings. How he and his ancestors had sent to Rome many times to ask for learned men of our holy faith to teach him, and how the Holy Father had never complied, insomuch that many people believing in idolatries were lost by receiving doctrine of perdition. Now, this Christopher Columbus beseeched to him king and queen and princes that because the people from so-called India, the lands of India, and the islands of the sea, you might presume so because these people not believe enough for them God, they are idolatries. So them worship idols over here, and therefore they are lost and they are receiving doctrine of perdition. Now, him go on to say, your highnesses as Catholic Christians and princes who love the holy Christian faith and the propagation of said Christian faith, and who are enemies to the sect of Muhammad, I guess are the Mohammedans that, and to all idolatries and heresies, resolved to send me, Cristobal Colon, to the said parts of India to see the said princes and the cities and lands and their disposition, and with a view that they might be converted to our holy faith, and ordered that I should not go by land to the eastward, as had been customary, but that I should go by way of the west, whether up to this day we do not know for certain that anyone has gone, so they have never been on this side before, my people. They have never been on this side, and we're talking about this is 1492. So when I hear the Maroons out there on both sides, that sellout organization, British organization. When I hear them talk about 1738 treaty and cotton tree, I'm like, I know them fight war for 80 years and however long. I'm here to let you guys know that we're still at war. It's just unbeknownst to you only because you're colonized. This war has never ceased, it's never stopped. God had never come here in 1492 and see any Maroons. Maroons never exist at that time, our people. This is a deception of these unlearned British agents, colonial agents. And just listen to their narrative out there in the public, and you can easily deduce from their tag and war with each other, these two different and distinct Maroon groups. However, they are all West Indians, but these are the guys that sold the majority of the people out. So now them a fight for the spoils. And by doing that, them expose a lot of information that would normally wouldn't be privy to the public arena. Yeah, man. So we are saying, boy, Christopher Columbus at no time came here for his very first experience and see any mixed group of people in terms of Chinese, Indonesian, Korean, Japanese, Caucasian, Albanian, Scandinavian, Czechoslovakian, Ukrainian. They never come see none of that mess, period. And if they did, prove it. They cannot. So we never live harmonious with a bunch of different group of people. We were living harmonious amongst ourselves. And we had differences amongst ourselves. And we settled differences amongst ourselves. And then we were invaded, as this information is so clearly being expressed. In 1492, we never just get invaded in 1655. So we are fight war. The war just start and end in a 1738. That war never just start. Then the war start from 1492 when them lay them hands over there on Haiti. So we can't listen to these people who say them are entertainers and them not sit quietly and learn before them come out come speak. Them a dash and a grab and a go and a try. And because them an entertainer with a huge platform and all of these fans. Fans is an acronym or shortening of fanatics. Really, do the research. So when them speak, the low IQ people will run to them and believe them and think, say, yeah, they're speaking knowledge. Where, when, how, what's the root? Where is the foundation? You can't come here, come start foundation at 1738 with some bullshit treaty with foreigners interacting in these treaties. This is what makes those treaties null and void. It's void. Ab initio, from its beginning, from its inception, it's a void instrument. But the Luciferian entities out there need deception. They always come with deception. And they need ignorance to validate their deception. Not anymore. Their time has come. Tell you, these adversaries shall come to an end by fire right here in the West. Truly. Truly. Now it goes on to say, thus, after having turned out all the Jews from all your kingdoms and lordships, you hear who them turn out? The Jews. the Jews. In the same month of January, your Highness gave orders to me that with a sufficient fleet I should go to the said parts of India, and for this they made great concession to me, and ennobled me so that henceforth I should be called Don. So let's see what the term Don come from. This is when the Spanish crown ennobled Cristobal Colon and call him Don, so and get a title called Don, where command, respect. It goes on to say, and should be chief admiral of the ocean sea, perpetual viceroy and governor of all the islands and continents that I should discover and gain, and that I might hereafter discover and gain in the ocean sea, and that my eldest son should succeed, and so on from generation to generation forever. So Christopher Colonna claim over here perpetually. Yeah, totally ignore us as West Indian, because through them writing on them paper and declare that the Indian died off. You know what I mean? Now I'm saying I left the city of Granada on the 12th day of May in the same year of 1492, being Saturday, and came to a town of Palos, which is a seaport where I equipped 3 vessels, well suited for such service, and departed from the port, well supplied with provisions and with many sailors, on the 3rd day of August of that same year, being Friday. Half an hour before sunrise, taking the route to the island of Canaria, belonging to your Highness, which are in the said ocean sea, that I may then take my departure for navigating until I should arrive at the Indies, and give the letter of your Highness to those princes, so as to comply with my orders. So this is Columbus's journal, and this is his own words. And I have a little excerpt I'm going to read right here, where it says, the decree of the expulsion of the Jews was really dated March 20, 1492. Dr. Dan Ferdinando Belmonte, an officer employed in the archives of Seville, recently discovered a document which refers to the expulsion of the Jews from Old Palos while Columbus was equipping his expedition. It is a process taken before the, Corregidor of Magore in January 1552, and one de Arguin, a native of Magore, then aged 70. He gave evidence and said that 55 years before, more or less, he was a boy on board a vessel at Palos in Sao Cristobal de Colon, ready to sail for the Indies with 3 ships. This was in August or September. He further deposed that, having returned from his voyage after having left the Jews in the parts beyond, and in another year, coming by sea, he met the ship of Martin Alonso Pinzon, returning from the discovery. Them said, this boy was therefore in the ship which conveyed some of the banished Jews from Pallas to Africa at the very time that Columbus was fitting his expedition. In the text, or I'm sorry, January in the text is a misprint. So it was between August and September. So again, then bring the banished Jews, which is these Moors, from Pallas to Africa. And we share information talking about this. And this is like the second or third banishment when them are run the black people and from out of certain areas. God them do it in the Near East, what them call Middle East, before this I think of 70 AD. This is, you know what I mean, them histories. So when I try share them information, yeah, it's just listen. You're not gonna start the history when you want to start it in order for profit. Yeah. Then there is, deception, and there is fallacies, false narrative. We have to address the fact that the Spanish was here first and impact this area. Yeah, man. This is why you see a lot of these locations have a lot of Spanish names. And then in 1655, that's when, the British fraction of these foreigners invaded the island of Jamaica. So tell me, if you as a people are invaded, and these people are much stronger than you, most of the ones them, what them can subjugate, them are gonna subjugate them. But there's no such thing like them are run around and catch you as slave. What them do is create them thing and then employ you at some slave labor. This is why them had the laws of Burgos that come out of Spain. That's the first set of slave codes come down with instructions and restrictions which was placed on the colonists for their maltreatment of the Indians. Never say anything about maltreatment of any Maroons. Never say anything about maltreatment of any Moors. This is why I'm going to rate the Moorish organization. Because they're on the mainland with this big Muslim group, a big black man, and they never take on nothing serious outside of talking. They watch the American common folk being brutalized. And because they're in a contract with the brutes that are brutalizing the American Indians, they stay quiet. No different from the Maroons. These guys are mercenaries, my people. They're only in business to get paid for the money. Yeah, man. So a lot of, a lot of information is being shared, but forget to the truth is something else. Anna McKing, salute Joel Jaguasi. Kinda the depth on the next page, so I'm not really a pre outside here. I'm kinda step through quietly tonight. Now go on, with no whole heap of red. Yeah, I'm kinda screech it. That's a, Jim screech it through the place. Yeah, man. So most ones supposed to be in bed. But, through these people always, because them have the foreign money, the colonizers' money, them always have spread false narrative and them always have some spokesperson where is unlearned, unread, unqualified for actually present certain information out there because the information now have no foundation and because it lacks truth, because it's directing to an agenda, then a man such as I can say fire burn, get nothing in order. So lady I free because you need to stand down and learn some more and if a politics you deal with, go and go deal with that. You know what I mean? But express so that's why you deal with it. And that's a shift from left to right all over and a bounce around and still not have no truth. Still I talk about Maroons. And I ignore the West Indians and I dance around Arawak and then I throw in Taino because I not read what the colonizing CIA publish saying it's Taino. That's because I don't have access to all the information we talk about Arawak. So we choose for us, stay grounded in truth. We don't want confuse anything. So we now go attach ourselves to not hyena term. Whoever want to make them claim that can. Yeah, man, we are stand up in such a way where Babylon has absolutely no jurisdiction. You understand? We keep it simple, man. Now, we have to touch upon a point where we have to, clap it up out there on some of these entertainers. Me hear a brethren and say, Mr. Perfect, leave Bojo Banton alone. And I can understand. I can understand, I'm on the rock right here. I'm not necessarily in a foreign country. And under no circumstance, we need any kind of foreign lady to validate my existence in any foreign location only because I'm a free man. Sovereign in our capacity, sovereign in our land. And when we see the ones them where we know to colonize and can't demonstrate freedom like how we can, then we can say, boy, once in the public, we're not fair game. Once you're in the public, you're fair game. So when you have to leave Bojo Banton alone, it's like when you throw a stone in an hog pen and you hear the hog scream out. This is why I'm not going to burn it too hard. I'm just going to say, salute for the company. When you say, Mr. Perfect, me I say, yeah. Because I know the Most High Creator, that sovereign God, made it perfect. So any imperfection there, them might slip on eye, then the eye them must see it. I have not worry about that. The eye them might have the problem. So the eye them need to fix for them problem. So when I want to say him not perfect, he must know the condition where him exists in. We not live in a foreign country again with a foreign lady where we have to sleep with a German shepherd inside our bedroom. We not stay like that. As much as we as yard people love what animal and thing, we not keep dog in a house, especially in a bed. You understand? So until one can correct them state of condition, that's when you can speak out here. You're not a high value target, so I don't need to even shine much more light on you. You know yourself. You know yourself, my brethren. So just take care of your situation and do what you do. If you can amass some of them foreign money there for carry it home when you get old and make sure your great grand them can, educate themselves off of these earnings where you perform. Because you're in a foreign country, so you better work and you better save. You understand? And if you're entertainer, as you might purport out there, then I could see some work from you out there. So we can, either be entertained or, we highlight the messages. But when you know do none of that and defend people who advocate for, same-sex agenda, that's because you're not sure if your wife is a transvestite. You probably have issues where you might need to address. So make sure you take care of these things before you step out here. Again, you're not a high value target, my friend. Yeah, but we're now going to really push the fire towards you because everybody have to earn, you know. And when I say you do nothing wrong more than you probably have try, you know, gain a little bit of attention in terms of a defend a body man. You know what I mean? Show me a company and tell you who you are. And a little stringy ear and impress a man like me. Because when I see on the ear look like that, it tell me everything about the health. And I don't even know them thing that. Yeah, man. That's why I'm a favorite artist. Look on them whole on them head now. All when them whole it's supposed to stay a certain way. On a puppy show out there, real Rasta no sign no contract with foreign people. Real Rasta don't even mix and mingle. You can't get a real Rasta for come out in public and mingle up with everybody. They not do that. Yeah, man. So when you not talk about one is entertainer and a Rasta. Rasta represent revolution, revolutionists, and represent the people. Yeah, man. For thing a contract. And, you know, menage a trois, you know, for thing that. So I say, you know, I won't even clap no fire to you. And I say, if you're in a Germany and thing, just get yourself together and get yourself in order where when you come around here, you power up your family member them and, you know, down to the great grand them can talk about you and things. So yeah, you have a bloodline where coming out the earth and go live a foreign for 10, 20, 30 years. And then come back and build up a community so all of it can live. So I'm hoping that's your effort out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, anything else, it's gonna be, you know, failure for a guy like you. Cause you can't go on in a foreign country where, you know, all kind of opportunity there. You have play housewife. You know what I mean? You have pet dog. You better put up some image of your children we have with that wife so we can validate the fact that she's not a transvestite. But the only reason why you come out and I try to defend these people. Watch me now. If me have to do business with ones on ones, that's fine. We're not okay and tell me send me here for power and for come inside of your home and come, you know, spread out inside of your, you know, ungodly area. I won't do that. You know what I mean? If you have an office and you stay a certain way in a business, then business is business. And you know, in a business area and a business location and a business space, you know, man will questionable home and unlike to give these people a pass and excuse these people immoral conduct because on all live the same dirty life, on all live the same filthy life. However, like we talk about the Spanish meaning and wrap it up, you know, this is where we just come for, you know, share. You have a little, there them can Google them up Spanish meaning and I go see them up and a lot of information there. One of them day there when I feel like me, you know, the energy that we can share those information. But I am not one of those man where me I go allow no one to fool me. Period. Especially some little dance people. You must have buck, you must have mad, you know, from go one side. But I know how it is. When I get paid, yeah, and I sign contract for do a job. And not for just doing a job. So when I get paid for sell out the people, but I'm going to make a show of it. That's what I do. Yeah, man, now West India and I go to UN go beg, not because we know say uno are oppressed with, uno are enslaved with. So Saddamite, we not come beg on them. When we are stepping at UN, we are come take what we know say boy belong to we. We now come at UN come beg no pardon. We are come dictate terms and conditions. That's what we do. Everything a contract. And we just highlight, that's the charters that is being broken here. The contracts where these people are violate openly. Here, them thing there what we are going to highlight. So we now go you and go beg no friend and not talk about what we want no more. No. We are shining light on the injustice that has been perpetuated for more than 500 years in this location. And it still extant, meaning it still exists, it's still going on. Human trafficking is right before your eyes. It's not what you think it is. It's way more than that. Because them have your birth certificate, have you like an investor and you don't know it. Them keep on and tell us that pay when them invest your name title out there on the stock market. Somebody I earn, somebody I make money, but who send you a check? So there's a next side to the story where Bob Marley telling about. So yeah, there's another side to the story, but him never have access to it. And we do. This is how the earth works. What was hidden from the wise and the prudent shall be revealed to the innocent. Yeah, the babe and the suckling mean innocent. Because the babe and the suckling won't be able to speak. So it means innocent. And them thing are my people. So when we say boy fire burn out there, yeah. Now watch the messenger. Just look on what the messenger said. And again, if when you see me in a bunch of cross-dressing sissy crowd, then what the messenger gonna say about me? And there is no difference with these guys. You're not gonna get no excuse and talk about your entity and so you have it. No, you bow out. You sold out. We're gonna respect the ones and we know say they're not gonna do that. And if they make errors in the past, them alone can correct that. And when they do, we can't judgment them. We have to salute and commend them. But as it is, and I tell we say we know say these guys are immoral and we accept it. Sodomite, know your place. Jamaica and Germany, sodomite. You understand? So when I have one little string it all here, one can act like girl and wear lingerie. We as a fire burn. Time gonna come when I will in a Germany and make one talk with judgment from this location right there. When I make a cross dressing talk and out of order, we just make one talk and tear down your place anywhere there in Germany. Tear it down. Let them have to run you out of Germany. Them no want you around here. My people, you have to know, say boy, you are being deceived at every angle. And it's only a man such as me I come on and say, a true man, them are deceived you. Just like how they have been deceiving me. So if me never apply myself to look and qualify what is, then mother they in the same boat like the rest. Basic man, just apply ourselves for ourselves and we'll take it step by step. That's all it is. But unto the Most High, all praises, all glory, and everything is to the Most High Creator, the Sovereign Creator. Yeah, man. That great spirit out there. Yeah. Not to I as man. If we can do something and it seem great, then the work might be great. But the glorification is not to I as man. Not to I as man. Not to I, to the most high creator of nature. Salute, 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 Nicholas Johnson. Honor me king, shorter than. Honor me king. Yeah, man. The glorification honor to I as man. It's to the most high creator that made I. And I don't need now one whole heap of different gods. I just still one sovereign power, one sovereign savior. I know the Old Testament you find that power there. Harsh. Like wow. Yeah man. But true. So then we tell us hey, God there yes and God there that's but if you're not looking at the mirror you might just miss it. Really. And when I say that, I now talk about hey, your God in the context of when I see some man I say out there. No. Yeah, me I say you're limitless. Yeah, man. You can apply yourself and attain a level of that standard. Yeah, when you can say, boy, yeah, man, we totally comprehend this oneness. But then if you run around and I say, hey, I'm so much better than you, call me a God. Fire burn for not found a mainland agent out there. Someone with a big platform we talk about to have bare name and L name and all of those Moorish nonsense. This is why no changes has been made around here. None has occurred. None. With all the years of bullshit, the garbage what you gurus are pushed forward until this time, just now we can really say, yeah, we are get some, you know, clarity. Yeah, man. It's a shorter than both of them are create out there create a whole lot of mess. Yeah, man. They were paid to be agitators. That's why all of them CIA manual, when they want to destabilize and destroy a people, you know, they have to really employ the very own people to turn against them own. And you know, this is how Babylon will get access. When we stay to ourselves, them not have no access. But the moment we say we want, you know, cream in our coffee, then, you know, a whole heap of things come with that. Yeah, man, whole heap of things. But we're not going to go into that now. That's going to wrap it up because me just pass through for just make it known, sir, our story as it is did not begin in 1738 with any kind of Trelawney Maroon Treaty. One of my things say boy it's peace, but through me know says a nasty war is being raged and I am at the forefront. I wheel my sword out there, but one can't see it. One can't know it because one colonize. One tell yourself say one get peace and sign treaty. I actually have the treaty, but when I feel like going out tonight. You know what I mean? I have the 1738 Maroon Treaty, and people, when I look on it, I'm falling out. Got the treaty, I said, the British allow the Maroons to grow marijuana. Listen to the statement, allow, meaning permitting these people to do this and that, and restricting them to a specific area. This is what the contract has stipulated to me. I have to laugh and say them people you done slight rat back and come in front of the sovereign man and talk. I am Nestorian king above any title where one can bring. I am that great Khan right here. I am that great Khan, king of kings. Know that. And I'm not saying I am God. You understand? Because the low IQ people and with you know, because them depend, you know, that specific lower level, them view things accordingly. But me I say each and every man when me I look at are the very same or even more so. And this is why them I say golden rule do no harm. You have to respect the ones them where you say out there only true. You know say the same kind of life sparks are animate you. But it's not all of them have what is known as a psalm or conscience. Some of them are just living psychopath because of how they were, created, put it that way. This is why we're in a state of condition where a specific group of people have no problem colonizing or enslaving another group of people, irrespective of its subtlety or its deception. So when someone run out and I say them a defend some cross-dressing ones and ones where agitate and instigate and initiate conflict out there, problem out there. I said them want special rights because them, a cross-dressing sister them want for them own. Then what is the fundamental rights and freedom? This is why we say in Jamaica, any change for them sodomite make to the constitution is void. It can't happen. You understand? Without I and I consent, subject myself to the will and not sodomite a gunshot pussy. Straight. Can't submit to no will after we're not slave. Yeah, man. It can come to a point where people start comparing and say, me not criminal, so well now go take this, and which part you live again? Make up burn it down. I want them friends and loved ones. I could send them home to me. That's where, it will get to. When one step forward, correct, one's gonna get crushed, or one's not gonna stop, I watch them generation after generation being crucified. It won't work. So we now have a problem I use diplomacy, but we have always reserve the right to preserve our existence. We have always reserve the right. Yeah, man, and we have the right to defend ourselves from any adversary or enemy, whether international, whether local, whether domestic, whether anything at all. Every man have that right. You understand? Yeah. And them rights, they are rights where they call fundamental rights, not constitutional rights. Constitution only secure what is there contractual. This is when the public servant have to subscribe their own oath or affirmation and place it out there on the organic public record. Yeah, man. So a contract make law, man. So if there's no contract, there's nothing to discuss. Always remember that. You know what I mean? Why are you talking to me? Do we have a contract? And if we don't, I have one right here. You know what I mean? It's called a do not trespass notice. And when you violate, you initiate a contract. Not just one, because the fee schedule is right behind it. So these are the basics. These are the basics. Salute my king. When you mention the dates, it's powerful, my king, because it clearly shows one come before the other. Yeah, man. Example, Christopher Columbus came and saw our Anthony Taina was mentioned late, years later. I agree. that Taina is a CIA creation. Yeah, man. Just like how the Maroons is a British creation, and then the very Maroons, you just say split themselves. The UN now, the American fraction of the British, which is governed by Congress, and the UN is their instrumentality or their proxy. That's who I fund the Maroon, the new LGBT Maroon organization where Bojo Banton support. That's why we say fire burn. Or you fear sing one song one way, you go away a prison and come back. And I sing another song. And all a labrish like your lady. Labrish and I'll clap your hip on them thing. You will see the video higher. Your body language speak volumes, my lord. So when I next cross dressing, nappy head, picky head brethren, we never call on a rascal, you and a rascal. Catch up under some white German woman at with a German shepherd in your bed. You're a rascal brethren. Get out of there. Save me and save your life too. So now waste time around a foreign country. Better not come home and sit down under a mango tree and drink some coconut jelly. And no, say no white woman no we can't take advantage of no anymore. We know say none glamour out there. You think we don't know? You think they can come on this thing and fool everybody? Yeah man, me in my house for me that I fancy like your apartment where you're in, but you know, again, it's an apartment you're in, my lord. This is how your foreign people have lived. So I'm not for balance myself out there, man. I'm not for just do the right thing, man. And when people, you know, I say, boy, do the right thing, then do the right thing. Only in the public, I go on like, you know, lead anybody. You know. You can't even lead goat. Yeah, man, down to the people them where low IQ like you know wanna try lead and not problem out of that. Cause them a come out of them stupor. Them a get bright now. Yeah man, but it's only those ones that can impress. Not the people them where make an effort to improve themselves. Them not waste time listening to phone kind of narrative because them know say it not like nothing to type in and so let we verify what he's saying. And when them type in, them say, so boy, yeah man, I use same one up on the video do this and I do that. Oh, they come back for more. That's called an addiction, my lord. Yeah man, your habitual conduct is, you know, called an addiction. Gregory Isaac had it, Dennis Brown had it. You understand? Now we are telling you, so watch you know. You should be much better, but you choose not to be. So you want to celebrate you? No. We are so fire burn. And any clown who want, you know, step out and defend you can. But bring some high value targets so we can really get target practice. And bring a little Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean? That now go work. Give thanks people. I want them I can't never leave it out there. Yeah, I'm not gonna even make that one a private. You leave it for a little bit, but you just pass through for us, you know, give some basic information so researchers can do basic research and don't make them little dance people that come talk about we are maroon. Maroon up and down and nasty mothers if we not have any. So most of them talk that way now have no mother. And some other people raising most of them have no foundation. And I don't have no ancestral lineage. You know, you me tell you, looking at my name. My mitochondrial DNA from my mother can't go away, can't change. And the father that them always question. So looking at my name now, and you're gonna say, boy, my name is associated with a castle, Dallas Castle. My name is also associated with a mountain, Dallas Mountain. The whole of St. Andrew, my place. Yeah, and St. Elizabeth, we can claim, because we spread out Spanish Town. Okay, on to Dallas Lane, Spanish Town, them say a beer bad people around there, but I beg to differ. I mean, I hear them name in the news lately. So, yeah, them good around there. So, Dallas spread out. When I know about no Sodomite, Maroon, boy, some boy will have up all kind of wealth and can't say, boy, you know, this are for them name and this are for them castle. But predate them 1492, you know, invasion. We can show information from go right back to the 12th century before them come around here. when them are going with themselves over there. Most of them can't do that. Enough of them, again, come out the orphanage home. Yeah, man. We used to have an hour museum at school, only hour they teach us about. Then yeah, later they changed it to our Taino museum. Yeah, man. My brethren said we'd have an hour museum when they go to school. And then later them change it. Yeah, once and in other words, to see if I man step out here with a bag of slave script. You understand? Me have all $5-10 million just to give away. Oh God. Them would have said, boy, I'm a king for Jamaica. But would that be valid? No, because I buy that. Just like how me I tell L.A. Lewis, so you can't buy your way to freedom, my Lord. So when you talk and highlight all kind of police officers where your friend, you know what I mean? You have to just make it known, say you Freemason brothers you talk about. You know, one organization, different lodges, different branches, but it's one organization. My Lord. And that included, remember, if you check my platform on go through, me have so much information, you know, Edward Earth, you know. But yeah, man, we talk about these things, you know what I mean? We're documented, we're to show from phone own information. I said, Uno has Freemason control, you know, the judicial system and all of these things. So we are totally aware. What me glad for is that good and bad everywhere. And you have the good people and find themselves in some situation, but have them sit down on some power, really. The good people that always are the one that must sit down on the true power. Yeah, man, it's just that them in our system where structure for the bad people. Yeah, man, because principality deal with demonic energy, monsters, scary stuff. This is why them promote fear. They want to make you afraid. And when they make you afraid, it break down your resistance, man. How can you resist when you're afraid? You naturally submit. Yeah, man, that's why I'm say salute to I walk brave out there. Yeah, man, salute. And again, you know, remember we now come with ignorance like some of them done say. You know? Yeah, man, we are come with intelligence, man, backed up by ancient intellect, not hocus pocus magic, not no witchcraft. Yeah, man. We are come with life form. We are come and heal the mystic laws of the universe. So it's a universal power. Yeah, man, it's a universal force. Yeah, man, and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. But them look away our chant. But now if they talk about we in a this and need, now it's like give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up right now and say give thanks for the moment. You know, we get a chance to pass through one. Yeah. Share a little bit of information as usual. And you know, now I say we'll clap it up out there. We just go easy upon the ones that sometimes them say when them don't know what them do, you have to forgive them, you know? Yeah, man. So when they make the same error again, it's no problem decapitating them openly. Christ on the record say, hey, you come trouble me. Judgment. Salute out there in the internet world. Salute I free people who chose to habitate the sovereign area, free Jamaica, what I'm called Commonwealth location. So salute to my Jamaican nationals out there. And watch me now. True, we are Jamaican national. International law apply to us. And right now, our world passport, not higher than that. None of these little commercial, tribal, documentation. Now go higher than that. And when you go create your own, any man or woman can just put a picture on a paper and structure it with certain specific instrument directing them to international law, and you get it. That's certified by a justice of the peace. Unless, well, if you can't get the justice of the peace, you might can use a notary. But I don't like when attorneys put nothing on my document, especially bar guild members. We deal with a common lawyer, and the justice of the peace when we work with cannot be a bar member attorney. You understand? Because the justice of the peace office is under the common law. So the moment them attorney I come talk about, them have allegiance all over the place, it don't work that way. Guys, if I'm unbeknownst to me, pledge any, all right, if there's a presumed allegiance by way of the birth certificate being pledged to the government of Jamaica, then I'm gonna have to rebut it by pledging allegiance to I society and I people. And just by me, I change my allegiance. The one where I had before, where them I presume. It's terminated, it's obliterated. That's the word me I look for. Yeah, man. It not just extinguish it. It obliterate whatever was there before. I'm gonna share information about the definition and the use of the term allegiance. These people not gonna be specific this way with you. How can they? How can they when them only can repeat the agency's script? This is why all of them sound the same way. And if you go on the islands and go in any one of them groups, them are gonna sound the very same way. Nothing authentic. How can they be when they are an organization? You know what I mean? And that's an adversarial organization called them a work for the enemy. The enemy employ them, the enemy fund them. The enemy direct them.